Hello there. Thunder and Lightning are once again asking for your help.
Our goal is that by midnight, October 31st,
We're hoping to reach 300 YouTube subscribers.
and here's what you can get if these goals are met.
One $20 Steam gift card.
And a Thunder and Lightning gaming t-shirt.
Wait. We don't have Thunder and Lightning gaming shirts.
That's right! We're making the very first Thunder and Lightning gaming shirt, but just one.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Thunder and Lightning Podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
Lightning, welcome back to the program.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Payne and I had a good old romp without you.
Yeah,
But-
you guys seem like you had fun.
Yeah. Talked about Shang-Chi, talked about Chris Pratt. It was great.
Yeah, and he's gonna be making his return to this podcast
Yeah,
in a
very
couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I believe.
Because
Because we're counting down to the 100th episode,
Yeah. And then,
which should have been out like a year ago.
well, yeah, with quarantine and whatnot. And then he'll, I'm assuming, make it back for
The yearly
late December for the checkup.
checkup. Yeah,
Yeah.
the checkup with the doctor. I forgot we named it. That was a year
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Our last checkup was a year ago.
Yes, yeah. We're supposed to go, you're supposed to get a checkup every 6 months, but this doctor's a little different. He's different in the sense that he's not a doctor. He's not licensed. And don't listen to the things he says, especially in the video that went up this weekend.
Yeah, last Sunday's episode of Dr. Payne.
It's a little dicey, legally
it's-
speaking.
Yeah, definitely at the end. But
Well, in the attempted murder on our part.
well, yeah. I mean, you didn't have to name the episode that, but we tried. And if you'll have to tune in to find out if he's still alive.
If he died or not.
But no, yeah, a lot of anybody who
Missed-
enjoyed last week's podcast, you'll be getting more of him.
Missed opportunity to kill off Dr. Payne and have like evil Dr. Payne for the next couple episodes.
Oh my god. Oh, we should do that. Do you want to have a Dr. Payne arc?
We could do that.
I love it.
I love arcs.
I love Dr. Payne. And in that one, he wears a shirt with a skull. That's evil Dr. Payne under the lab coat. I'd invest to make an evil Dr. Payne.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'd probably have to buy him like a Punisher shirt or something. I have a
Yeah.
feeling that man has no shirts that
Have a skull on him.
or just aren't just plain
Right.
like one color.
Yeah.
Chris, how was your week?
My week was good, eventful,
Nice.
very eventful. Went up New Hampshire with Pauline.
Yes, that is
And-
why you were not on the last podcast.
That is why I wasn't on the last podcast, and that was fun. We checked out where we're getting married. We took a tour.
Yes.
Castle in the Clouds up in New Hampshire. It's a giant manor on a mountainside. It's very, very Clue-esque.
Nice.
I like it a lot.
I like Clue.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We didn't do too many other things out of the ordinary up there besides that. We did decide, however, we're going to take one thing off of our wedding registry, which is an air fryer, because Fun Spot up New Hampshire has an air fryer for 40,000 tickets.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to start saving up our tickets to get
Okay.
this air fryer.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Be the like everyone talks about doing that but no one does it, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be like the hero. You're going to move a bunch of kids out of the way and you just slam your 40,000 tickets on the counter and you're like, "I'll take the air fryer."
For this very adult thing that we're getting.
All the fucking kids are like, "Yes!"
All the kids are like, who are you to cut in front of us?
I'm the asshole with 40,000 tickets. Did you not hear me?
Ugh. God, what else? What else did I do this week? I'm painting a guitar with John. That's really cool. That's
Okay.
really fun.
A guitar, like a dead guitar, or a guitar to be used by
a guitar
someone?
to be used.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We've been enjoying that. Got a little bit of writing done this week. Man, I don't know. I don't know what else we did. I'm sure I'm missing some exciting things. But yeah. We'll call it there.
Okay.
What about you?
I for once had a pretty eventful week. Just a quick teaser. I have three different Thunder Orders food stories.
Oh, exciting. I can't wait.
But before I talk about that, I did something I've never done before this week.
Killed a man?
I killed a man. His name's Emery Payne. No, Kelsey and I hung out and we got manicures.
Oh, that's
I've never
cool.
gotten a manicure before. So I didn't know what to expect. And it was great. It was very relaxing, like she said it was. Like she said it would be. Basically they shaped my nails. Like they didn't cut them, but they cut them enough so that they look pretty. And then they filed them and they put this they remove your cuticles. And then came the part where I thought he was just applying moisturizer to my hand, and I guess he was, but it went on for a little too long, and at a certain point I was like, this is just a hand massage.
Oh.
Which was pretty cool. And then he painted them, and I got, as you can see, but people can't, I got all pink except I got the middle finger black.
Yeah, to flip people off.
Yeah, to have a more powerful I thought his nails were pink. No. As I'm flipping them off.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking about, right? And not who is this
Show
kid.
Show me. Let's get a... Yeah! That's so evil.
Lightning requested that I flip him off, and then I did. And then there was a drying station where you just put your hands underneath and just let it dry. But I didn't know how long I was supposed to sit there. Like everything else, he was like, okay, now do this, now do this, now do this. And he just left me alone at the air dryer and took another customer. I was like, I'm just going to wait for Kelsey to be done. And then we could I'll stay in this thing way too long and then we can leave together.
What's a cuticle?
The shit on the end of your nails, between your skin and your nail.
Oh, okay.
It's the
Don't
weird.
you need that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just push it out of the way. And he actually removed it with a thing. But yeah. Yeah, it's just so they can paint the entire nail.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't know.
Now you know.
Dear listeners, I have been if you watch the stream you probably know, but I've been painting my nails recently. And Kelsey was like, fuck it. Let's do a manicure. I was like, okay. So that was cool. That was good. Our food is on the way.
Nice.
What else is new?
One thing I did forget, I did watch an awesome TV show today.
Oh,
that I
okay,
am
yeah.
gonna
Lay it on me.
Well, I have news on it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually going to wait.
Okay. Cool. More to come during the news section.
Yeah.
So here, let's talk about food.
Yeah, while the food's coming. That was a good segue.
Let's talk about food.
Where did we order from? Oh, Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Yeah.
So here's what's up.
Yes.
Buffalo Wild Wings. You know of them?
I do know of the Wild Wings.
So you and I went to Buffalo Wild Wings with Pauline
After Shang-Chi.
After Shang-Chi, yeah.
Shang-Chi, yes.
And I got a new thing that I've never got. I got the bacon smashed hatch chili burger.
Yes.
And I took something off. There was green peppers that I took off of it. Couldn't remember exactly what it was.
You seemed like you liked it.
It was pretty
what
good.
I remember.
It was pretty good. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Buffalo Wild Wings. I guess it's just proof that they're not that they make it right there, because no matter what I get at Buffalo Wild Wings, every time I get it, it's different.
Jeez.
Because the first time I got it, the bacon was part of the burger. You were like, there's no bacon on that, and I was like, it's in the burger, homie. That's how we talk to each other. And then the second time I did it, the burger was smashed like it was supposed to, but there was pieces of bacon on it. And then I ordered it a third time, this time through Grubhub, and this time it like the second time I got it, it definitely had like something different on it. I think what happened was maybe the first time they removed like all the weird stuff and not just the one thing I asked them to remove. And then the second time they made it right, other than the bacon not being part of the bread, the patty part. It just like every time I ate it, it was a little spicier. I think the third time I got it, they put everything on, even the stuff I asked for it not on, because it was very spicy and it was kind of weird tasting. But that always happens with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
I don't understand. That happened with my favorite thing to get there is the Southwestern Philly cheesesteak, and like I'm pretty sure I've talked about this podcast before. But like I got it once, and it was like definitely a sandwich I was supposed to pick up and eat, and then the second time it was like there was like one piece of bread, and it was like it clear that they wanted me to like dip the chips in it or something. And then like the third time, it was a while ago, but it just like like 4 times in a row, I was just like, this is once again prepared differently.
You should start taking pictures.
I should. I really should.
Showing them like where's the consistency with the sandwich. I wonder if our local establishment sucks, and we just never knew it.
Well, the interesting part about what you just said is that when I ordered Buffalo Wild Wings from Grubhub, it was not the one we usually go to.
Ooh.
So
That's right, because there's a second one relatively close.
I guess, yeah.
No, I even know where it is.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't drive, so I just when Grubhub's like, this one's the closest, I'm like, all right, sure.
Yeah.
You can. I believe you that there's one there, sure. I had another food story that I promised was even more interesting, and I don't remember what it was. Why don't I remember what it was?
Well,
where did I go?
There was the driver who was almost Julio. You were telling me before we started.
No, it wasn't that. Where did I go? Oh man, I'm gonna have to like hold on. Let me look up my this is a thing you can do. Let me look up my Grubhub
History.
order history. Yeah. Also the Buffalo Wild Wings has something called Everything Pretzel Bites. They were pretzel bites, but they had everything bagel seasoning on them,
Oh.
and they came with cheese you could dip them in. And they were so fucking good. When I ordered them from Grubhub, they were plain. They didn't even have salt on them. They just did not have anything on them. It was just pretzel bread with no salt. But I got the cheese.
In none of the everything bagel aspect?
None of it. It was literally just a plain pretzel.
You should start taking pictures of this stuff.
So I did, yes. So this is what happened. So
Just to be clear, with the Buffalo Wild Wings thing, I think I tend to stick with the chicken.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I don't have any of these stories.
Right. Because that's the thing, right? It's called Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, it's not... I feel like most people go there and are like, a bunch of wings, please, you know?
Yeah.
Which is fine, which is totally fine, you know? You obviously, if it was called Buffalo Wild Burgers and Fries, like that's would be the most popular item. And I feel like everything else is like, it must
To the
be
wayside.
it must be a situation where they're like, someone ordered the Hatch Chili Burger and they're like, fuck, okay, haven't made one of those in 2.5 weeks, but here we go.
Ooh. I wonder if that's it. They're just like, here are the ingredients. Do it how you feel best.
I don't know. It's definitely, here's what it definitely is. It's definitely different cooks because, duh, like why would it be like this any other way? No explanation why there's no.
I think our driver
consistency.
died again.
No, it's happening.
I don't know. I haven't seen that tracker move
That
since we
tracker
started doing the podcast.
That tracker is rough sometimes. Oh, our food is apparently here right now.
Oh. Well, hang on to that story, Thunder. I'm sorry I derailed us so much.
No, that's okay. Yeah, when we get back, remind me it's about Boston Market.
Okay, Boston Market story coming up next.
Okay.
We're back.
Welcome back. We had food. They actually made my food correct this time. It was delicious.
Wendy's was a pretty good option.
Yeah, they're not typically my favorite. This new big bacon cheddar burger, whatever the fuck it's called, they have is really good. But I nowadays tend to lean towards McDonald's and Burger King. But anyways, the other day, I ordered food from Boston Market, and the Boston Market that I order from is far away. So I planned ahead. I wasn't too hungry, but I was getting there. So I was like, I'm going to order right now. Also, it was getting late. Places close. Most places on Grubhub close at 10. So it was 9 o'clock, okay, or it was like 8. Sorry, it was 8:50-ish, right? I ordered Boston Market, and it says it's gonna be here at like 9:40, 9:50, which is what I expected.
Yeah.
So I'm editing.
By the way, biggest Boston Market fan, Thunder. AKA
that I know. A lot of people don't love it, and I understand why.
With the diet I'm on, we should probably check that out. I didn't even think of that till this moment. Boston Market would probably be pretty good for me.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But so I put my order in, and if you've never ordered on Grubhub, dear listeners, the way it works is it says the order is in the works. These are the 4 steps. Your order is in the works. Your order is out for delivery, which means that the delivery driver has picked up your order and is now on your way to your location. Your driver will be here soon. Your driver has left your food outside the front door. Those are the 4 steps.
Yeah.
So it's, it's going to be here at like 9:50, 10 o'clock-ish, right? So like 9:12 rolls around, and the driver shows up at the restaurant, and then like 2 minutes later, it said that he left the restaurant. I was like, oh, perfect, cool. Seems like it's on track to get here on time. As soon as
time to wait in line, get the food.
Yeah,
get back to the car. Yeah, I'm with you.
As soon as he left, as soon as it was like the food is out for delivery, maybe 2 minutes later, it said it went to the next step. It said your driver is almost here. I was like, I don't know about that. And then maybe 20 seconds later, it was like your food is outside. And I was like, I doubt it. So just to say I did, I checked. It, of course, was not there. So I was like, I gave the guy the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, clearly he hit those buttons too early. So I waited until the time that my food was supposed to be here. I waited until like 10-ish. The food never came. This person stole my food. So I messaged, Grubhub. I got my money back, all of it. And
Grubhub is so quick to do that too. I'm surprised they make any money.
Oh, I know.
Every order you get, you could just say, I didn't get it.
Right. And like, it's so weird. If I could just take a quick tangent, it's so weird because it's like, it's a, what's the opposite of a victim? I guess a perpetrator, right? It's like a perpetratorless, like crimeless crime. It's like, I got all my money. He got my food. Grubhub didn't get money. Boston Market didn't get any money.
Well, Boston Market lost food.
And
Boston Market technically loses.
And I, went hungry for another hour. Big whoop. But like,
so this guy finally did it. He stole food.
Oh yeah.
I've been waiting for one of these, especially where we're at.
It's happened once before with Popeyes. Guy got Popeyes for me. I remember because I was watching WandaVision. It was back when WandaVision was airing. The guy got Popeyes from me, and then he went completely the other way, and then the order was canceled. See, he did it probably the right way, where he canceled the order. It was like, sorry, something went wrong. It's like, I think the thing that went wrong is you stole my food.
Yeah.
This guy literally, like he's going to get caught. Like, the math doesn't add up. Like, he was 40 minutes away from my house, and then he, like, rapidly clicked the, like, I've delivered it button.
I wonder if they can check that.
Probably.
And see that, like, I wonder if that dude's getting fired right now.
And I called him because you can contact your driver.
Yeah.
I called him once he said that because I was going to be like, hey, I noticed that the tracker changed. Was that a mistake? Is my food still on the way? He did not pick up, which, was another red flag. So the story gets deeper.
Oh no.
So
I mean, oh yes, I want more.
now it's 10 o'clock, 10:15ish, right? I've talked to them. It wasted some time doing that. While I was messaging them, I stood outside just to, just to see if maybe
Square up if he shows up. Yeah.
yeah. Well, no, get fucking chow down if he shows up. Like, if he shows
Well,
up,
no.
we're all Gucci.
He fights you for the food.
Yeah. I mean, if the experience with Julio is anything to attest to that, there's got to be some sort of
Blood needs to be
altercation.
drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's 10, and like I said, most things are closed at Grubhub. I didn't want McDonald's. I had McDonald's like a night or two before that, so I was like, all right. Let's go to America's last resort. I'm going to order Domino's.
Oh.
So
no.
I ordered Domino's.
And the same guy stole your Domino's.
No. So here's what happened though,
Oh,
because
no.
it's kind of freaky.
Oh boy.
But it has a happy ending
Oh.
because I did get the Domino's.
Okay.
So this is my bad. Domino's has Domino's used to be like 30 minutes or it's free or whatever. They haven't done that in a while. But Domino's will sometimes take forever,
Mm-hmm.
but they're upfront about it. Before you hit checkout, they're like, this will be a 2-hour wait or whatever,
Yeah.
So, and I always forget to check that. So this part is technically my fault, but it's not the biggest deal. I got to the tracker and it said that my food was going to be 60 to 70 minutes. I was like, okay, go hungry for a little bit longer. It's fine. The odd part is that the same exact thing happened. That happened with Boston Market.
Oh.
The Domino's tracker, it's got like prep, bake, quality check, delivery.
So you're not going through Grubhub. You're just ordering.
I'm going through Domino's
Yeah,
corporate.
Yeah.
It goes. I heard a weird noise. Sorry, that was interesting. It went right from quality control to your order has been delivered, and I was like, okay, so. Because sometimes they do that. Sometimes they won't update the tracker. It'll just stay in quality control, and then it'll show up. But they usually call. Even though it's supposed to be contactless, it hasn't been all ever since quarantine started. But they always call, and they're like, hey, I'm here. So I go downstairs, and my food wasn't there. And I was like, I was about to, go insane. I was like, how did this happen again? But it's not Grubhub I'm using. It's like a different system. It's a different website. It's different people. How did the same exact thing happen again? So before I absolutely literally went insane, I called Domino's, and I had to call 3 times, but I finally got a person, and she was she said what I probably would have assumed if I hadn't just gone through it with Boston Market an hour prior. She said that the driver is out with my food. His GPS messed up, and she got a call from me and also 2 other people who were hey,
wow.
It says my order's completed. So there was a genuine issue. I did get my food when I was supposed to, but I was like, some sort of deity is fucking with me right now.
Yeah,
there's no way that
Eerie.
both trackers on multiple orders, multiple hours apart from each other, had a whoops, I fucked up and clicked the your order is here fuck up.
Yeah, the Thunder and Lightning headquarters is a little haunted, I think.
I was just I was beside myself with what the fuck? I got very existential.
That's when you expect Ashton Kutcher to come out.
Oh my god, I know.
That is when Ashton Kutcher comes out. See, Ashton Kutcher doesn't show up when you think he's gonna. It's when you're on the brink of insanity. That
right.
He's like, gotcha, fucker.
No, my food shows up, and it's way more food than I ordered because it's Ashton Kutcher, and he's got my food. He's like, I pranked you. No, I got actually existential. I was like, if I don't get Domino's today, when I die, I'm going to need answers for why this happened. This is insane. And I'm not trying to overreact. I could have eaten cereal or whatever.
No, I get moments like that where you're like, if there is life beyond this one, and it's
my first question.
And it's omni knowing. I need to know what happened here.
Yeah.
I have situations like that too, where it's like, okay, someday,
right,
I'm gonna know what happened.
Because this stuff like that happens very rarely, and I'm not trying to overreact. It was one meal, and a meal that I eventually ate. But I was just like, in the moment, I was just like, I don't know what's happening on like a religious level. Like, I don't know how to handle this emotionally. Like, something is up.
One
in
of
the
those
universe.
moments for me is Julio. Poor Julio.
It's Julio. It wouldn't be because Pierce the Veil. He obviously didn't die. I
don't
mean,
know
not
that.
not obviously.
You don't know
We
that.
assume he didn't die. What was odd about Julio is that there was clearly at some point, whether it was digital or physical, there was some sort of handoff.
Yeah.
Where someone started delivering our order and a second separate person finished delivering our order.
Yeah. Odds are Julio broke down, but like Julio could be dead right now.
Yeah,
with Dr. Payne.
Our story about Julio that we fabricated could be 100% true. We'll literally never know until we die.
Unless we get Julio to deliver the food. And in that case, we wait outside till he gets here and we ask what happened.
Yeah, I've been looking.
We bring him on the podcast.
I've gotten a couple repeat delivery drivers before. Haven't seen Julio, though, yet. Have definitely been checking. Fucking you and I are at the pearly gates. And St. Peter's like, before you enter...
We died at the same time,
Is there any... Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. St. Peter's like, is there anything you wish to ask me before you continue? And I'm like, yes. On October 1st, 2021... I know this was 130 years ago.
Oh.
But on... yeah, that's right. I think cell stem research is
stem cell?
No, not stem cell. The singularity. I think the singularity is going to happen in our lifetime. Fight me. I know this was 130 years ago, but
he said it again.
What happened that night? Why did the same? And like, here's the part where I would finish the bit with him explaining it, but I don't know. I don't know. But this is of course a what
Aliens.
if. This is of course a what if because I did get the food and everything was fine.
Right.
But yeah, that was my week. Let's get to news because I'm excited to hear about this TV show.
Oh yeah, okay. So you
want
to jump into that one first?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. It's the Thunder and Lightning news.
I'm
never gonna
news.
do that again.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Squid Game. You hear of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It was so good. I've watched it 3 times. It came out this weekend.
It wasn't a reality show, right?
No.
It was a drama or whatever.
It's a drama. Do you want me to explain it a bit to you?
Yeah, I mean, no spoilies, but yeah,
okay.
Go for it.
This isn't a spoiler. This is the theme of the show, and you find out in the first episode.
Yeah.
Main characters in massive amounts of debt.
Okay.
Meets a stranger on the subway. He opens a briefcase full of money, and he says, let's play a game. If it's all in Korean money, so it's
right. This is a foreign
yes.
TV show, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but they Netflixed it up. You can get it dubbed, and it's
it's cool.
Really good quality. So he says, if I win, if you win, I'll give you $100, and if I win, you have to give me the same amount of money.
Okay.
And this guy doesn't have any money, but he agrees to it because he's got a wild gambling addiction.
Okay.
So they play what I can only imagine is a Korean kids game. There's 2 folded pieces of paper. He has one, the other one has one. One's on the ground, and you smack it, and if you can flip it over, you win that round.
Oh, okay.
And you each take a turn. So naturally,
they're doing this on a moving subway car?
No. They're at the terminal.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
okay.
they're at the station.
No, that's my bad. I just
no, I didn't explain that well. So they're at the station in the subway. So he loses our protag, and the guy he goes, I don't have any money. And the guy said, well, why don't you use your body to pay for it? Which, like, when I say it, it's definitely sexual. I did not get sexual vibes when I don't know what he said to make it not seem that way,
right.
But it totally did not seem that way. So in a surprisingly unsexual way, he says, why don't you use your body to pay for it? And then, well, maybe this is why. He says that, and then the guy agrees, and he just smacks him right in the face.
Oh.
And the guy's like, what? And he's like, for every smack, I'll take $100 off. Let's keep playing.
Okay.
So they play. He keeps losing. The guy keeps smacking him. eventually he wins, and then they cut, and he's got like a bunch of money, and he's like, if you want to do more of these games, here's my card. And
Okay.
he gives him a card. Our pro tag calls the number. It gets creepier and creepier from there. They pick him up in a van. They knock him out.
Yeah.
He wakes up in this place. And a bunch of guys in masks come out, and they say, you're going to play 6 games. The amount of money that you're going to make, we won't tell you until you finish the first game.
Oh.
If anybody wants to leave, you can leave right now. Nobody leaves. They don't tell them what the game is. They go out to a field. The first game's red light, green light.
Okay.
They explain the rules of red light, green light, and the game starts. And then somebody flinches on red light.
Right.
Just a machine gun shoots
Oh.
out of a window. That person's dead. People are, and they're just killing everyone. In Squid Game is that the entire series.
So Squid Game is children's games, but if you lose, you get killed.
Squid Game is one of the games that's like, they start the show off with that. They explain to you what Squid Game is in Korea.
Okay.
But that's also the name of the show. But that's the series. Squid Game is,
okay.
that's what the series is. It's these 6 games. The pro tag.
But the games are
his
like,
friends.
are they all children's games like that? That are like,
Not all of them.
oh, okay.
You could they're all, if they're not Squid Game, if they're not children's games, they're Saw-esque, but not nearly as
Right. Not nearly as you definitely won't win this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Although, there's one I won't.
How
I
many
obviously won't
episodes
say
are we talking?
9 episodes.
And you've watched this 3 times in 1 week?
I've watched it 3 times. It was so good.
That's.
I watched it once with my dad. I watched it once with Pauline, and I'm watching it once again on my own.
What's the genre? Would you call this a horror thing, or
I wouldn't call it horror. It's definitely graphic.
yeah,
Thriller. I think I'd put it under thriller, because here's the thing:
suspenseful.
nothing scares you. It is very suspenseful.
Yeah,
but things might gross you out because they don't shy away from murdering these people.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've definitely heard about it, and everything I've heard about it before you started talking about it was, hey, Squid Game's a thing. People seem to like it.
Oh, well, actually, so let's get to the news.
Yeah.
After a stellar streaming debut over the weekend, Squid Game is on track to be Netflix's biggest show ever.
Whoa. That's crazy.
The Thriller series, interesting, I actually didn't even pick that up, is entirely in Korean, and most of Netflix's number ones have been spoken in English language or produced by American companies. Slowly but surely, we're seeing the language barrier in media and film being torn down. I think that's really cool. That's
cool.
actually from a friend of mine from schools. I won't give away any names, but this is a thing, but I got it off of their.
Oh, it's a Instagram story or whatever. Something like that. Yeah.
But I mean, they clearly got it from somebody.
Yeah, because what's number one's got to be Tiger King, right? Or is it
Tiger
still Stranger
King
Things?
or Stranger Things or why can't I think right now? There's got to be a third one. Why can't I think of?
Yeah, there's a third big one we're forgetting.
Yeah, there is, right?
Yeah.
Netflix has another huge ass show.
It does, and I'm sure I watch it. I cannot think of what it is.
But I watched. Netflix does really good with English dub. I watched Squid Game, and I watched oh my god, what's it called? The show I wanted you to watch.
Vikings?
Not Vikings, but it is Norse based. It's
it's called Hammer of Time. No, it's called Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. But it's both fantastic shows. I really enjoyed them both. But you're gonna really like this. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention during my week, I made homemade mead.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna take 6 weeks to make.
You did mention that for sure.
So that'll be fun. I also have a bunch of news via Pauline, which I think I'm gonna move over to now.
Could it be that the one that we were forgetting about was the Umbrella Academy?
I mean, that's up there.
There's also The Witcher. I'm just looking at Netflix.
Maybe we're confusing Netflix with Game of Thrones. I mean HBO, because I'm thinking Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is definitely not
Not Netflix.
Netflix for sure. Johnny Test. Johnny Test is not a Netflix exclusive show. Netflix.
I think they might have made a remake.
Again?
I don't know. But anyway, Squid Game. I think you'd really like it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll add it to the ever-growing
yeah.
list of things that I'll watch
Yeah.
when I eventually finish the last 7
Airbender?
episodes of Evangelion.
Yes.
Airbender. I was not watching Airbender.
No, I know. Well, you said the last.
Oh. Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
R. Kelly found
Okay.
guilty
Oh, yeah.
on all counts in sex trafficking trial.
Yeah, I heard about this. Good.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah. Seriously.
Get him out of here.
Britney Spears, which, by the way, did you watch that documentary?
No, not yet.
It's Netflix,
really
really
Netflix,
good.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really good. Britney Spears is finally free of her father for control. Oh. Britney Spears is
Yes.
finally free from her father's control after more than 13 years.
So
That is over with.
So is she independent now, or is she getting a new
Let's-
caretaker?
Yeah,
Because I know
does the conservatorship live on? Let's
right,
look
because
it up.
I know that's the conversation that's happening right now. I think that hasn't gone to trial yet. I think a bunch of officials are about to have a conversation about whether they think she's mentally stable enough to live on her own, or if someone who's not a shithead like her dad is going to take over.
It seems like she still has the conservatorship
Yeah,
for
she
now.
definitely will for now.
But at least there might not be such a stranglehold on this poor woman.
Is this conservatorship why she hasn't... No, she made music while she was in this conservatorship.
She absolutely did. Actually, she made more... She did more things during this period of time being under this conservatorship than I thought. I don't follow Britney Spears very directly, but watching this documentary, she did tours and shit.
Yeah, she had, I think, 2 albums.
Yeah. Which, by the way, she shouldn't have. I guess when you have a conservatorship and you're an able-bodied person, they're essentially saying there's something wrong with you. You should not be doing any of this stuff. Somebody should be taking care of you.
I see. So the fact that she even got those albums is probably her dad being money hungry, using her for...
Yeah, they said, no, she's fine. This will be good for her. But she was going through some shit. She's
right.
You're essentially not a living person anymore if you have this conservatorship.
Right.
If your conservator doesn't want you doing something, they have total control of your life.
Right.
Total control.
And that's what the issue was with this guy, because this guy sucks and is taking advantage of
Yeah,
his daughter.
if you're going to have a conservatorship, which it seems like she's but if she can do all the shit that she did while being on this, it seems like she can have control of her life. You should be allowed to make your own decisions as an adult.
Yeah.
And I think Britney Spears at this stage in her life, not being quite in the spotlight like she was, I think she'll be an okay adult.
Yeah.
And not that she wasn't before. What happened to her, really, I never really appreciated what Britney Spears has been going through most of my life. But she did not deserve this. She was on a huge pedestal. And she's only a human being.
I mean, she was
a young kid.
She was, well, yeah, not only was she a young kid, but she was just like, instantly, as soon as like her first song dropped, she was just like, everyone loved her.
Yeah.
She was, that first album of hers is absolutely incredible.
And it's hard to be up that high, and like she was a kid, and I'm just I hope the best for her, and it really seems like she doesn't need this conservatorship. She had to do some James Bond shit just to get a different lawyer, because her father was in control of what lawyer she had. She thought her lawyer wasn't looking out for her best interest. She had to have people who she had to have journalists
Oh my God.
get information out to other people for her.
That's
she had to go to a bathroom to get away from the bodyguard who's watching her at all times. Have this journalist meet her in there before they even did the interview, hand off a piece of paper to her, and then walk out.
That is like some
It's
Cold War
fucked.
shit. That
It's
is like
fucked.
some stay off the internet. The internet's fucked shit. That's crazy.
It's insanity. This poor woman. And I had last time we talked about this, I had a middling appreciation for the fact that she's an adult. She should be able to do what she wants.
Right.
But holy shit.
Yeah.
Watch the documentary. It's very enlightening.
No,
on the situation.
I'm definitely going to soon. There's 2 documentaries that just came out that I've been meaning to get eyes on, the Britney Spears one and the Demi Lovato one. You, Chris, being the person I know who likes documentaries more than any other person I know,
Yeah.
I think you would like the Paris Hilton documentary.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
called, I think it's called This Is Paris or I Am Paris or something like that. It's YouTube exclusive.
Okay.
There's like an extended version that's like 10 minutes long that you need YouTube Premium for, but that's not even actually the version I watched. But it's got similar vibes of like back in this time period, Paris Hilton was going through a thing and no one knew about it, and the whole like that's hot, I'm stupid thing was just kind of like a front for the media. It was interesting.
That's cool.
I think you'd like it.
Okay. Yeah, I'd check that out. I do love documentaries.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow lawsuit settlement revealed.
Oh, did she win?
Earlier today, this is coming from Comic Book News, by the way.
Comicbook.com.
Comicbook.com.
Yeah, okay.
By the way, I should have give me 1 second before we continue. I said give me once. Thank you. God. That Britney Spears one came from BuzzFeed, and R. Kelly came from NBC News. We're moving on to comicbook.com. So earlier today came the news that rather than take things into court, that the Walt Disney... Oh, boy. Who wrote this article? Earlier today came the news that rather than take things into court, that Walt Disney Company and actress Scarlett Johansson had settled the lawsuit she filed over payments related to blah, 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 related to the Marvel Black Widow. Considering the overtly warm statements released by Disney and Johansson, which confirmed that they intended to continue working together, it sure seems like a big payday occurred, and it had a lot of zeros, according to the deadline. The trade notes that Disney's settlement, it's rumored, it'll run over $40 million.
So
there
was a lot of word vomit from that article.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Writer. No, that's okay.
Maybe
So
I should read these first.
if I can sum up, Disney and Marvel, like they usually do, were like, let's not take this to court, and then they gave her the money she's owed. Is that kind of
it
the
seems
vibe?
like they gave her a pretty big settlement for what she's owed.
That one sentence that you were like, they intended to keep working with each other, that tells me that she was supposed to be in What If, and she's voiced by Lake Bell, because Scarlett Johansson was like, no, fuck you until we figure this out.
Nah, I don't blame her either.
No, me either.
But
that's cool. I like that. It seems like every time, and maybe this is shady, and it's a front, and we'll never know. But it seems like every time Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, all them get into some sort of legal thing, they're like, well, hold on. Let's be friends. We can figure this out. Give us Spider-Man back.
Unless they're suing you, then it's fuck you.
Yeah, unless they're suing you, then you better not look like a mouse.
Right.
I've told you about that, right? They sued Deadmau5 because he looked like a mouse, and Deadmau5 countersued them because they literally used his song without permission.
Yeah. Disney's weird sometimes.
Good old Michael.
That is all the news that I have.
Okay.
Except
Mm-hmm.
Prop Store is doing another auction.
Oh my God, more of this segment.
Yeah. I don't have the list yet, but they did put a couple of items up.
Okay.
That
remind me and also the audience how this game is played.
So the way this game is played is I explain to you the item, the lot, as it were.
Yeah.
That is up for grabs. You guess
a price.
And the way this is going to work a little differently because I don't have the estimated price.
Oh, okay.
I have the estimated price, but I don't have
how much it's sold for.
How much they're anticipating it to sell for.
The estimate is quite literally an estimate, so it's going to be a like from this much to this much.
Okay, maybe I don't have the estimated. I have the anticipated price that it's going to go for. Because that's
Okay.
right. It did have like it's going to be between this and this.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
And I think
I have.
I think the rule was like if I get it anywhere in there, I win.
Yeah, that's right. You
think
have
I
to
won
be.
once.
You have to be
I think we
dead
played,
accurate.
I think we played this game 150 times and I won once.
You have to be deadly accurate for this game because they're just giving.
So this is
Let's actually.
this
uh,
is hard mode.
It's expected to haul around blank. That's what it's written.
Okay.
So ready for our first one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad because I'm probably gonna be explaining all the better ones right now. Because there's some pretty cool ones. Okay. Spider-Man's costume from Spider-Man 3, the Tobey Maguire films,
Okay.
is available, and it's expected to haul.
Which one is it? Is it red or is it black?
It's red.
Okay.
There's a giant price over it.
Oh no, I
Right.
don't need to. No. Yeah.
This, the classic red.
No, I
Spider-Man
know that
suits.
he also is like venomized in that movie.
Right.
Oh man, I'm gonna say okay, so this is what tripped me up last time we did this. The fact that the third Spider-Man movie is the most critically panned, it doesn't matter. It would appear. So I'm gonna say 25,000.
The Spider-Man 3 Tobey Maguire suit will be expected to haul in $70,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money for a sweaty costume.
Well, it's funny. Right under this, it said the bad news is winning bidders will have to wait until next Halloween to show off their suits because the auction doesn't go down until November 9th through the 11th.
Nobody is going to wear that outside.
I think they know that. I think they know that nobody's gonna wear them. I think they're being funny.
Here's how that would work. You're outside, you're walking around in Tobey Maguire's suit. They're like, "Wow, that's a pretty accurate suit." They're like, "Thanks. It's the one from the movie." And then you get a horde of people strip you naked because they want the suit.
Do you want to leave it at just that Spider-Man one? Maybe we'll do Goop if we have time. Just not to kill them all right away.
We're at 47 minutes, so I think we could end there.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's end it there. That was good.
But yeah, Goop. Did you listen to the one you weren't on?
Did I listen to?
episode
I didn't
you
get. I didn't get to the end yet. No.
Yeah, so Goop is like I'll definitely give you a Goop update. Goop definitely like had some sort of lawsuit go on behind closed doors because there's no weird shit anymore. There's like most of it's clothes. There's still vibrators and stuff, and there's still like lotion. But as far as like the real crazy shit, it seems like it's sort of died down a bit.
We need more information.
I know. I don't think we're gonna get any.
I'm gonna Google what happened to Goop.
Make sure you go incognito mode, or your search history is fucked. Your SEO is absolutely fucked. The other day, Netflix updated me and was like, it was how it was like personalized news just for you, and it was like Seinfeld now available on Netflix, and I was like, the fuck do you think I care about that?
I watched almost all of Squid Games. And then I switched over to my dad's account to watch with him down. Like I was watching it upstairs. And,
Yeah.
Then I watched it downstairs, and I went back to mine, and I was just scrolling, and I stopped on Squid Game just because I was like, I don't know, reading a text or something. In a black bar came up, and it said, "You're almost done watching it. Here's what other people liked while they." And I was like, Netflix, we don't do this. You wait till I'm done with the show.
Right,
Then
yeah.
you let me know what just.
Yeah.
I know I'm almost done.
While we're talking about this specifically, as you know, I've been slowly making my way through the MCU again. I just watched the Avengers this weekend. It's still very good.
Nice.
But Disney Plus is set up in a way where, like, even though if you look at my account history, not in this exact order, like there was stuff in between, but I definitely watched Iron Man 1, and then The Incredible Hulk, and then Iron Man 2, and then Thor, and then Captain America, and then Avengers in that order. No matter what, every single time I watch one, the thing it suggests for me to move on to watch next is not the next thing in line, it's the sequel. So like when I was watching Iron Man 2, instead of saying watch Thor next, it said why don't you watch Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
When I finished the Avengers, it was like perhaps move on to Age of Ultron.
Right.
And I'm like, Disney, there's
Yeah,
like
you
8
know
movies
the-
in between those.
yeah.
You know that.
You know the order, Disney.
How am I supposed to be comfortable watching Age of Ultron if I don't know what shenanigans Ant-Man's getting into? Come on. No, I just
Would you
weirdly programmed.
Would you want to make a video for the channel where we go back and do some finalized grading on each Marvel film?
We could. I have things to say about the Avengers for sure. There's a okay, last thing. The podcast's going a bit long. I apologize. Last thing. In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the TV show that no one should watch because it's bad, there was a moment in time where Joss Whedon was sort of in charge of everything. He was Avengers, and he was Avengers Age of Ultron, and he was a consultant on every single one in between, and he was the sole director of the first couple of seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so he could really like create his own sort of universe, which, kind of for better or for worse at this point. But there's a cellist in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. who is Phil Coulson, who comes back to life for the show because they inject him with alien blood. Spoilers. It's his love interest. And there's this whole thing of like, but I died, and she knows I died, and I don't want to freak her out, and there's like a whole episode about her. They mention the cellist 3 times in the first Avengers movie, and I totally missed it.
Oh, wow.
There's the scene where he goes to Tony's house, and Pepper's like, you have homework to do. She walks away. She's like, oh, I heard about the cellist from Portland. Later on, Tony Stark's entering a scene. He's entering with Phil Coulson, and he says something like, I'm being serious, man. Just pick a weekend. I'll fly you out to Portland. Keep love alive, or something like that. Then later on in the movie, when he dies, Captain America goes to Iron Man, and he's like, did he have any family? And Iron Man is just like, there was a cellist, I think. And I like...
Wow.
That's so much talk about the cellist
Yeah,
that
I never picked up on that.
I never picked up on it. I've seen the first Avengers movie. This was probably, I didn't keep track, probably my 12th time watching it. It's been out for a while. I was a kid when it came out. I really liked it. I've never noticed the cellist shit. And I didn't even like watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. recently. I just like heard Gwyneth Paltrow say the word cellist. I was like, what? And then I was like hyper focused on the cellist, which I guess I should have been because she came up 2 more times.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to talk more about a potential video.
Yeah,
about all
totally.
the Marvel movies. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yes, I do too. I agree.
Yes, I concur.
Yes. Yes. You're correct.
All right, well let's call this a podcast.
Yeah,
I
that'll
think
do
that
it
was pretty
for
good.
us. Thank you for tuning in. New Dr. Payne about a week ago. New Bopper Flop coming up this weekend. It's a Bopper Flop all about They Might Be Giants. And we've got some cool stuff in the works. We've got another interview on the way. So look out for that in mid-October. And that'll do it for this podcast. Until next time, I've been Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
And we'll see you later. Thank you for listening and watching. And if you like what you see, please be sure to subscribe.
Our channel is daily uploads from podcasts to video essays, let's plays to skits.
Be sure to find us on Twitch and Patreon.
Our theme song is Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship, and our Let's Play intro is Sunny Bit by the same band.
Link to all these in the description below. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.